Hello, hello. Good morning. Yes, Peter. Oh, that's the Oni. That was a commission piece for. It's actually a character from a game called Dead by Daylight. Nice day for fishing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are working on the chess set today. Actually, almost finished with the first half of the big pieces. Hey, thanks, Peter. Thank you. We'll start off with finishing the bishop, and then we have to do these ones, all these three again. But I'll probably do the king and the queen piece before we jump into the rook and the knight, bishop on the other side. But it's looking good. All right, let's get to it. NPC. If you've epic NPC, man, you'll get it. Wait, what? What's been your most time-consuming project? Well, believe it or not, as time goes on, we're doing bigger projects that are more complex, but it's not taking as long. So it was probably like a good. There was probably a stage where like my projects were bigger, but my efficiency wasn't good. Like that sweet spot. I think it was probably around when I was a long time ago. I did it was a whole scene of Marvel characters. It was like 5 full-size characters, like a destroyed city scene. That one probably took me the longest, just because, yeah. Not as efficient as I am now, so. And it was big. So. Good morning, Dishidevil. Good morning, Doctor. All right, so this is what we got so far. This one needs the work here. But, I readjusted the neck, so I had to fix that. And I think I want to do something on the shoulders and maybe on the wrists. Oops. This one's done. I want to say on Facebook you could probably scroll back in time and find that one, or if you go to like the image gallery. Like a jazz player. Taco Tuesday. What's up, Kelly? Cooler out this morning, like it's gonna storm, but I checked the radar. Looks like it's going north. Oh yeah, Jesus. I can only imagine. Yeah, you can. Can build up in layers. Yeah, so the missus already painted one of the pawns, and so she kind of figured out the color theme. Because what we want is we want there to be a kind of a sense of light and dark, like it's like a normal chess set would be. We have a lighter color themes on one side, and then darker on the other. So. Actually, I was gonna say here. No, he's pretty balanced. Yeah, he's pretty balanced. Seems that way, but there we go. Yeah, so he's not. I mean. Not a problem. Hey, what's up, Whip? Good morning. Okay, let's see here. Hey. Hey, Andy, thank you so much for the tip there, my friend. I appreciate that very much. It says, appreciate the ongoing lesson, sir. Speaking of ongoing lessons, we will be starting our dragon sculpting tutorial on the 14th of July. It begins, and it'll be every Sunday, pretty much till we finish. So if you guys want to learn how to sculpt a dragon, join us on Sundays. Hey, what's up, Nacho? I am doing good. Yeah, it's a pretty fair observation. Hey, what's up, Creation? Bet I can make some sick stop motion stuff. I'd like to try my hand at it someday. We need like a beneficiary cnotbusch kingdom member that will just fund all the wild and crazy endeavors. For some things, yeah. You can, I've messed around with designing something that can be posed like a puppet using the flexible nature of the clay. I bet you, actually now that I think about it, that one of the new liquid mediums is very flexible, almost like silicone. I bet you that would do well. That's right. That's right, Andy. Hey, that's wonderful there, Looper. Hey, Soham, how you doing? Back to work, I guess. What's up, Clayton? Which one there? Was it the Minotaur? Greetings, Zeke. Leonidas, thank you, my friend. Welcome. Wouldn't that be? That's actually not a bad idea. There, web. This like a social media celebrity deathmatch, stop motion show. Yeah, we'll let's see. Minotaur is what, Thursday's project. Guess we're working on his axe. So I think we put the handle on it this Thursday. Once we get the weapon done, then we can attach it to the character. I want something on his wrist too, some sort of trim. Opera singer from Fifth Element, the balloon head lady. I can't help it, but once you see it, you'll never be able to unsee it. But if you look at that character, you can totally see that her back of her head is like a balloon. It's like a balloon on her head. You can see like the way the crease is at the back of her neck. Looks just like a balloon. And you even see light shining through it a little bit at certain angles. So now every time I watch that movie and I see that the scenes with her, I'm like just sitting there staring at her balloon head. It's the only part of that movie that I can see exactly how they did it. It always drives me nuts. What a balloon head. That movie is actually pretty timeless, and I really think it has a lot to do with the use of practical effects. Like visually, that movie ages so well. You can watch it today and it doesn't, like, you know, when you watch really old movies that just You can see how old they are by the way everything looks. That one doesn't, that one still holds up. You could probably watch it today and tell somebody it just came out fairly recently, and it could probably fool some people. Good morning, PB. Yeah, probably. Hey, what's up, Looney Lorna? Let me take a gander at some reference really quick. Hey, what's up, Sarah? 4 more days. No time at all. No. We are going camping this weekend. My folks are driving up here, and we're gonna go camping a night. But no, I don't really get into these holidays. Also, I'm not a big fireworks fan. I was already not a fan of them because of the way they affect the dogs. Then I had a baby. And what a nightmare time that is when you have a newborn trying to sleep. Big boom goes off. Dog starts barking. Baby starts crying. It's the worst. Feel bad for the wild animal. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Certainly there's better ways to spend our human resources than buying explosives to just blow up for amusement. Muggles are an interesting, they're interesting. I mean, I got nothing against fireworks. I just, really, those are my main two reasons. Was just how scared the dogs get, you know. The states that sell them really sell them. Yeah, well, especially on the border, any of the bordering states. Like, I remember when we were younger, we used to go. My dad and my brothers would go on a road trip over like Indiana. Just go one state over, buy a bunch of them, bring them back. Yeah. It's funny how things like that change as you get older. I have noticed though, fireworks have gotten less over the years. I don't know if you guys, ever since COVID hit. Actually, I've noticed that with a lot of the holidays, even with like people decorating and stuff. It's just less. No, I think it's just a sign of harder times, you know. Not as much disposable income. That's what I think. Are we maturing as a society? That's a good one. That's a funny joke. What made me get into modeling with clay? Well, it's something I had done when I was younger, and I started pursuing it as a way to make some extra money. Well, initially I pursued it just because I wanted to sculpt again, like I did when I was younger, but then it pretty quickly became, you know, once I discovered I was able to make a little bit extra money selling my finished pieces, then it became kind of like a side job. Then ultimately became, yes, we did, we were successful. And then when I started streaming my work, I was getting enough income to pursue it full time. So I've been on that road ever since. That was about 12 years ago. Do you ever hold back on the amount of detail? I'm sure you could probably go crazy. Yeah, I mean, technically I could sit on like this guy's arm for like a whole year if I wanted to, right? So there's a certain like yeah, there's always a certain, what I try to get better at is realizing what parts of a character are most important and spending more time on those parts and less time on, like, you know, like the underside of the thigh or something, that part that most people won't even see, kind of thing. So there is a balance there, but it's like on certain parts of the character I'm willing to spend as much time as it takes to make it look, you know, as good as possible, and on other parts it's a level of what is good enough. That's really ultimately what I try to do with everything. I try to get it good enough, essentially. But what's happening is over time, where my line is, where that definition of what's good enough is slowly inching up and up and up. So what was good enough today, you know, fast forward in the future and it's not good enough anymore. So that's why when I look back on like older work, it's like, oh, not good enough. Because I'm just slowly inching that kind of bar up as we go. So that's the best way to keep balance between always improving, still producing a good finished product, and not getting hung up on the same project for years, you know. So because also think about if you're not producing enough or quick enough, then you're, you know, if that, then I can't do it full time. Then I'm not making then I'm not able to eat food and live off of the money I make from the work if I'm not finishing the work, right? So it's like this delicate balance, and the best way I can describe it is that I'm not trying to produce my masterpiece right now, you know. I'm just trying to make it one step further than the last piece, and so on and so forth. So your attitude too, yeah. Okay. Okay, get this other wrist done here. To head towards abstract. I've never been one to, I don't know, I've always liked the idea of, see, when you're making something abstract, the viewer is telling their own story. You know what I mean? You're making something that the viewer kind of decides what it is. I've always liked the idea of being the storyteller and trying to convey a scenario or tell a story visually, you know, without the need of words. So yeah, I've never really been a fan of abstract. There's always other motivators that we don't see, you know. Maybe it's easier to be successful with abstract work or something. Make some sort of obscure object that didn't take very much time. Sell it for $50,000 at a fine art gallery. Submit it to the Luxembourg Art Prize and get a $100,000 grand prize winning. Banana emote. We need a fine art rant emote. Maybe a banana with a piece of duct tape on it would be perfect. Not a bad idea. I got nothing, really. I got nothing against that world or anything. It just drives. What the part that I don't like is when there's not a lot of effort put into the work, you know. Because there is some really cool abstract stuff, or there's cool stuff in that world. But when I can see a lack of effort, especially if that piece that has minimal effort put into it does well, you know, that's like, all right, come on. I'm not impressed when I can see lack of effort. Jones was the procurer of the banana. It's probably just money laundering at the end of the day. It's like the deep down and the inside truth we all know. It's just wealthy people tying up their money and the value of a piece of artwork so they don't have to pay taxes on it. Or something like that. Syria, hey, I appreciate it. An unmade bed, really? A wild Tobias. So I first got into sculpting when I was 10 years old. Well, I was always into the arts, always into artwork. And it was when I was 10, my grandmother, she would take us to the art institutes in downtown Chicago. And I would always want to go look at the sculptural work. So she bought me a book that was about sculpting. And I really got into it, even at that age. And then it like faded out and I was busy with other things, but then it came back, you know, I picked up where I left. See, the thing about like a craft or any sort of hobby, most of them you could, you know, really dive in deep, get a lot of practice, and then life gets in the way and years go by. But if you pick it back up, you tend to pick up pretty much right where you left off. Like, so throughout my whole life, there's been a few times where, you know, I was into sculpture really deeply, and then, yeah, life gets in the way or whatever. You step away from it for a few years, and then you come back to it and pick up exactly where you left off. So the first one was when I was about 10. Then the second time I picked it back up again was not until high school. So it's what, like 6 years later. And then I got into it really deeply with high school. Life got in the way again. I was away for about 2 or 3 years at that point. Then I picked it back up again, just outside of school, just as a grown-up. And that time I hadn't stopped since then. So that's been, so I picked it back up again like 15 years ago. And then just didn't, this time I didn't stop. So, and I really think the key there to why I couldn't get distracted or why I didn't stop was that I found a way to generate an income from it, even if it's just small. It was very small at the beginning, just enough to kind of cover material costs and stuff. But yeah, that little extra driving force made it easier to continue, I think. So something about well, and then it became to the point where, yeah, it's like, you know, if you're not somebody who has money, if you create some sort of side gig that you can make some extra money with, you're naturally going to make time, and you're going to keep doing that thing, right? So, do I have any finished painted dragons? I don't have any finished painted dragons. We have 3 dragons right now in the sculpture phase. One is fairly close. We have to sculpt the wing. And then once the wing's done, then the dragon will be painted, so. No finished painted dragons. Yeah, but thinking back, because like especially my life before, a long time ago, I was living a pretty chaotic life, and the fact that I was, you know, that I was generating an income with my work, that really made it that I still stuck with it, even though I was going through a pretty crazy time. Otherwise, when life gets really, I think it's otherwise when life gets really busy, and when push comes to shove, you know, things that aren't crucial or necessary tend to get tossed to the wayside, you know. I mean, the stream is the reason I have been able to stay with it, because I would have crashed this ship a long time ago if I didn't have support from a community. We would be I'd be doing something else probably. I still, at this point, I still couldn't sustain just off of the finishing of the work. It wouldn't work. I'm pretty sure that's why you don't see a bunch of traditional sculptors running around out there, because it's just not easy to make ends meet. Do you ever run paid classes that require payment to access? No, but I offer one-on-one lessons, which are paid for. The classes themselves, I want to keep those free. I don't want to put it behind a paywall. Hey, caveman. He gets his deer. All right, let's toss this guy in the oven here. I'll do just a little bit of alcohol pressure. Yeah, I think so too, Andy. I don't know. I don't know if it's as worthwhile as we would think. Cause think about it, if it takes a lot of work to put together a class, and if I was gonna put something behind a paywall, it'd have to be like a nice edited format and everything, which takes a lot of time. And if I'm running a free class and we have let's say we have 25 people following along, and that's when it's free. So imagine if it's behind a paywall, there's probably a fraction of that. So then you when you run the numbers game on something like that, it's just not. I don't think it's worth it. So it's better just to, I think, make the classes free, and people can chip in towards supporting stuff like that on their own free will. And then those that really want to take things to the next level can just do one-on-one lessons with me. Right. Yeah, I mean that would be the benefit, Andy. That it would be something like the work would be persistent, right? The reason I don't like doing that is because when I was up and coming and learning this craft, I just really appreciated any time I found free information, because I could never afford to buy into any sort of specialty classes or anything like that. So yeah, I like to take what I've learned and just give it for free, instead of being a hypocrite to my own dislikes. Hey, Monkey, thank you so much for the subscription. Did that not pop up? Did you guys see that? I don't have my headphones on because they're charging, so maybe I just didn't hear it. Let's see here. Didn't pop up. Okay. Weird. Alright, Monkey. Let's see what the wisdom. Let's see what we got for you here. You may feel like giving up, but just remember, someone out there is always having a worse day than you are. That's so true, isn't it? Perspective. What a wonderful thing perspective is. Syria, that's awesome. Yeah, okay, so for example, the way we're gonna move, so this last class that was free, that was I still was supported for that because an individual from the community approached me and offered to pay for that class to be made and for it to be made available for free. So we're going to continue that with these. We're going to keep doing the classes, but instead of one person footing the bill, I'm going to create a little bar on the stream as like a goal, and while we're doing the next class, the dragon one, people can chip in for this continuing. And if that does well, we'll just do it like that moving forward. If it doesn't do well, we'll do it different, where I'll create a goal and we won't start the class until the goal is hit. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how we're approaching it. And then once the class is made and available, it's a wins all around situation for someone that can't afford to chip in or support. That's cool. It's free for them. For people that have the ability to chip in, they can, and they get to enjoy the class and know that they helped produce it. And then of course I'm able to get groceries and keep a roof over my head. So it's a wins all around. So I think it's the best. I think it's the best way to move forward on that. So it's a good game plan. Yeah. So again, if you want to start, we have the Woodland Gremlin class completely finished, which you can follow along and still submit your work. And each Sunday, I'll review and give feedback. And then we start the dragon sculpting class on the 14th. So if you want to start something from the beginning and follow or try to follow along live, that starts on the 14th of this month. But don't get this expectation that you're going to be able to follow along and keep up live, because it's not easy. So I think you should, when you start doing one of these tutorial classes, don't think you need to like be going as fast as I'm going, So just take your time and just remember that the objective is just to absorb as much learning as possible. So it's just not a race, And when you're learning something, you're really slow at it. You're really slow at something you're learning, so it's pretty normal for it to take longer. Like, I'll do a step that I'll just make it look like I do it in like 2 seconds, which I do. But for you, it's gonna not take 2 seconds. These little steps will take a lot longer. So, because you have to imagine, while you're working with the clay and while you're learning, you're like leveling up all these little skills, like tool handling and the ability to smooth things out really quickly, or the ability to just grab the exact piece of clay you need. Even small stuff like that, or I'll do really fast, but for you it's gonna be really slow, because I've grabbed a little piece of clay a million times, exactly the size that I want it to be, and it just takes time for you to get that level of control, so don't be discouraged if it takes you a lot longer, because it should. Just follow along, try your best, and that's all you can do. I'm sure you guys all can create good results if you just stick with it. And then speed comes with, and I know this from experience, speed comes with experience. So you get more efficient at all these little things, and you can do things really quickly. But I'm doing things much quicker than I did in the past, but I'm not trying to be quick. If that makes sense. I'm not like trying to speed run here. It just naturally you get faster at things you've done a million times, so. Good morning, Colleen. I hear adults work well in 30-minute increments. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go get this guy in the oven here. And then I think we'll work on getting the queen started. Queen piece. I'll be right back. I also grabbed this guy out of the oven. Wanted to see how this pauldron turned out. Good. Clean up the all the flashing. Alright, we can mess with that more later. Also wanted to check and see how this hair should be detachable too. This is the king. This isn't from the chess set. Yeah, man, look at that. Perfect. Okay. So now what we can do is we can do the drilling of to do the wiring for the eyes and the crown for the lights. And then to hide it all, we just simply put the hair on. Glue it in place once it's all done. Toupee. Let's go like this. So that's the two uses of the C1 separator right there. Oops. Oh. Starting to come together, that's for sure. And he's got the back armor here. Does my hair detach like Morgoth? Yes. Cool, man. It's coming together. Oops. Hey, what's up, Brian? You're lucky if you can sculpt a wad of clay. Ever considered for fun doing clay versus 3D printer competition? Your work is top tier from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool to do like some sort of a thing like that, but I certainly wouldn't be the one to organize it. I don't really have the time for like competition pieces or anything either, so It had to be something I'm already making or something. Would be cool. It would generate a lot of hype, I'm sure, because people are you know, that's kind of a hot topic. Okay, so let's grab. I started the queen's head. Bring up my reference material. And we're gonna get to work sculpting the queen. Right. Play wigs. We could have a. Oh, thunder. The storm here. Like everyone has like Lego hair on. Like have an event. Everyone's required to wear clay wig. And pretend like it's normal. The queen's the tallest piece, right? Is it the queen or the king that's the tallest piece? Is it the king? King normally, okay. Just a head taller than the queen. So we have part of the queen's outfit already made here. I believe this is the for the king, this is for the queen, okay. So I think we make her head, then we attach it to the piece, and then we can kind of get the outfit on there. Oh, nice, Brian. Okay. 1 second though before we start. Oh, one more second. Coffee. Will the queen have crown and a scepter? Yeah, she will. I don't know about the scepter. She'll have a crown for sure. Sewing with fire. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description of welding. All right. Well, I hope things get better for you there, Brian. Definitely, that's no good. Okay, so I already got the beginning of the face mapped out. So we just need to slowly punch in our features here. I got nothing planned myself. Nope, not quite finished yet. Just getting started, really. Hello, angry cat. Arda. Hello, Arda. Hey, what's up, Fuel? Yep. Hi. We're making the head of the queen piece for a chess. We're making a chess set. Hey, what's up, Frozen? No. No, Botrix is a bot. How large is my stack of clay? I usually have about like 25 pounds at a time on hand. Well, actually, Brian, I wasn't very, I was very passively active on YouTube. And, I've always been a full-time streamer. But I've been partnered with Twitch the whole time, and they didn't allow, multi-streaming till just recently. So that's why I started streaming there too. And then the shorts, the YouTube shorts are just we make that kind of stuff already for like Instagram. So we just post it there too. Yeah. So like videos, I rarely actually made YouTube videos because there's just no time, not a lot of time for it between the live streams and everything. So. Emma's having a rough morning. I'm wondering because your videos could make a lot of money on here with the quality work you do. Yeah, I mean if they get the views. Here's the thing about YouTube though, is you have to, you know, the amount of time I'd have to put into making a video is full-time job to make a good one, you know, and you probably have to put in a year or two of creating high quality videos, and hopefully by then you're getting enough traction. It's not an easy sphere to kind of break into, you know what I mean? So whereas I've been streaming for 13 years, and live streams are definitely a huge part of supporting my way of life. So like, I mean, we make YouTube videos, but we don't see anything for it, you know. There's no money at the end of that rainbow yet. Hey, what's up, Grinning Spade? It's easy to see from the outside perspective, and you see all the other YouTubers, but once you like start doing it, you start to realize how it really all works. It's not as easy as you would think. Oh yes, Sarah, be having a rough morning too? Oh, that's cool. What's going on over there? Just a normal Tuesday for you, or something extra special happening? What's up, Tekka? All right, Mom and Pop, we'll catch you later. a good weekly vid. Yeah, making a good weekly video. When they come out with those videos every week, the people that do that, they spend their whole week making that video, like 40 hours. You know, I guarantee it. So between the shooting and the editing and all that stuff, it's not easy. I'm streaming over. Oh, not on Rumble. I wasn't. I'm streaming on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. Mm-hmm. I doubt there's any live streaming platform I could join that would do better than how I do on Twitch, so. Yeah, I bet, Brian. Can't keep up. It's just another platform there, I. Lots of platforms. They do live streaming too, but yeah, I don't know. It's not really you know, there's so many avenues and paths you can go down, but you know, everything requires time, so. Would it help if someone could make it more worthwhile? Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly what Colleen says. You have to pick and choose your battles because there's just, yeah. I'm at that sweet spot of like, you know, like we're doing pretty good, you know, but we're not at that spot where we can start like, I couldn't afford to hire someone on to like help produce content. In fact, I'm already operating beyond what I would be able to do because my wife, she does all the editing, and she creates all the social media content for like Instagram shorts. So much of that stuff she does, and she doesn't get paid for it, you know. So it's if I didn't have her, that type of stuff just wouldn't even exist. Because I don't have those abilities to make that stuff myself, and I don't have income to be able to pay for it either. So. Our biggest social media right now is actually Instagram. Because while I'm here on the lives making stuff, she's running around behind the scenes recording snippets and then creating shorts with those. Yeah, I know that, Luna Lerna. I'm just saying it's not in the real world. A person, she's probably working 40 hours a week, and like in the real world, you get paid for that. It's actual dollar bills. So which is nice. So like when we do get jobs where we're like, say we're doing a sculpture for a gaming company, or doing a project for a company, as opposed to just our normal individual work, those are so beneficial because they pay her too, or they pay for what she does, at least, you know. Right. The work she puts in is more just to kind of get the name out there, to get people here to the stream, you know. It all adds up to something. It's just not a paycheck. I mean, it does, but not directly, you know. Leonidas, yeah, I bet that's a really common situation. I bet you. Having a working relationship like that. Do I like playing chess? I actually haven't played chess in a long time. I used to like playing chess. Oops. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's been a good test, to be honest. Is you know, I think it's been what, 6 months since we started multi-streaming. So 6 months of going live on different platforms almost every day. And you know, we're now at the point where we're probably averaging maybe like 10 viewers over on YouTube. So growth is slow. We are growing. There is growth. New people joining us every day. But it definitely takes time. See, compared to like when I started streaming on Twitch, it was just everything was new. So if you had something going on that was interesting, growth was pretty explosive. It's been crazy to witness how much the internet and everything has changed over the course of our lifetime. I think it might be. I think I liked with the eyelids thicker. Hello. How you doing there, Norse Eric? Uh, People don't usually go from platform to platform. It's actually a really hard thing to do. But yeah, we're over on TikTok as well. Essentially, what we try to do is create content that we want to create, and then pretty much spread it as much as we can throughout the different places. So we do like, mostly it's the live streams, and then the shorts content, like short video clip ones. Right, you can do longer ones there. I'm not sure what their algorithm like favors. Probably depends on each viewer. I don't think we make ours any different. Because if you have to make a longer short just for TikTok, that's more work, you know. So I think we just end up posting the shorter one. TikTok is awful. Well, that's where majority of people are nowadays. So you have to. It might be awful, but there's a lot of people there. Hey, thanks, Shelly. Today's kingdom word of the day is doggerel. Trivial, comic, or worthless verse. Cnot's wisdom is anything but doggerel. Hey, no bears. Thanks for checking in on me. I appreciate that. Dog and mongrel. I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Canker. It's unavoidable at this point. How much do you actually need to blend in clay? I see a lot of videos where they add thin layers into pieces without blending it in. Right. Well, you don't have to always blend it in. If you push a piece on and you put enough downward pressure, it will fuse. And if you're really worried about it, like say you're adding like little rivets or something like that, you could paint on some of the clay glue. Like add the rivet first and then just kind of paint the clay glue around it, and that will seal it down. So it's less about blending and more about how much force you're pushing the new piece onto the clay, you know. Fresh clay onto yeah, right, like so if I took, you know, if I took this piece right here and I push it like this on there, that will probably be enough. Yeah, because it's like oh, see that just come off. But you gotta imagine when it sticks to itself, and then when you heat it up, that fusion will get even more so, you know. Like say I wanted this spike, and you know I wanted this nice crispy edge, right? Then I could take a tool like this and kind of push, almost like sew it in place like this. This is what I usually do. Yeah, and then you take a tool like this and you just re-add in that line. See, that's not gonna go anywhere. And then you got the spike with the crispy edge, you know. So you start to learn where that like limitations are on that based on just experience. So non-baked, okay. Yeah, and anytime you're adding clay to a baked clay surface, yeah, you just add the clay glue and everything's fine after that. Hey, what's up, Ahmed? Is there a limit to the number of times you could bake a piece? I've not discovered any sort of limitation there, personally. As far as I've been, no. Could have been a surgeon or something. But this world we live in is all for self-taught artists, but for For some reason, they have a weird hesitancy for self-taught surgeons. So no, I couldn't have. Hello, fungi. I wonder how many surgeons are told you could have been a sculptor. Yeah, right. In my opinion, I think a steady hand is probably the least oh, I heard the tornado siren, but it's the first Tuesday of the month, 10 a.m. But anyways, the steady hand, I feel like is the least important thing to have if you're gonna be a surgeon. Could have the steadiest hand in the world, but if you start removing the wrong parts, not gonna be good. Have you seen Doctor Strange? Hello. Look, he just had ego issues. He would have been fine without his steady hands. He just wanted to be the best. There's probably a law about that, yeah. Probably, but you would think there is, but sometimes there isn't. The obvious things are not outlawed. I think I heard. Didn't I hear that there's only like a few of the states of the United States where cannibalism is outlawed, like actually written into law. It's like not allowed. I don't know for sure. I didn't look into it, but wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, we should probably write that in there somewhere. Have you ever seen those videos of like that guy that like walks around in the England with a fish looking suspicious? Because apparently there's some old law that it's like not allowed to be suspicious with the fish. Bunch of random weird laws like that he challenges, or like going into like certain areas with a suit of armor. I don't know for sure. I didn't look into it. Oh yeah. What will her eyes be made out of? So we're sculpting the eyelids first, and then what we'll do is we'll bake this face, and then we'll Smeagol doesn't like those UK fishy laws. Yeah, and then we'll fill these eye cavities with clay and sculpt the eyeball just out of clay. All right, Shelly. Suspiciously carrying a fish. Alright, let me go get some coffee. Need some fresh eyes. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, I had to brew some more coffee. That means that it wasn't cured fully, spoonerism. So either the temperature or the time was off on your baking. The clay will crack or become brittle if it's under cured. I've undercured things many times. Just yesterday, I pulled a part out too quickly and it broke. We got the first baking done on it. Turned out good. So far, so good. So it's baked and locked in. Next step is to remove it from the wood, flip it over, and do the other side. Danger, danger. You can have it. Yeah, always have to hit the right temperature, and time wise I always do like 30 minutes is the minimum that I'll do. It's always better to go over than under with stuff like that. So always make sure you're hitting that 135 Celsius temperature, and then yeah, 30 minutes. And if you're really concerned about it, do 40 minutes. Better to be over than under. Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I'm not clamoring to pull it out of the oven right away. Isn't that oven level temp? Well, 135 Celsius is 275 Fahrenheit. That bit low, not polymer clay. A polymer clay cures at a very low temperature. Yeah, with other polymer clays, it's not as crucial that you hit the exact time or exact baking times and temps, but Cos clay, it's very crucial. Because I used to work with Sculpey for a long time, and I would bake the clay completely different than what the package would say, and everything would turn out just fine. But with Cos clay, you got to be really on point with those details. It should be just fine. It might start to turn a little bit like darker colored, but that doesn't hurt it. As long as you're painting the piece, it shouldn't matter. Well, normal clay is not. There's all kinds of different types of clay. Ceramic clay is very different than polymer clay, and both of those are very different than like oil-based modeling clay, and then you have epoxy clays. There's all kinds of different clay. But usually when people refer to normal clay, they're talking about ceramic, and yes, it's very different. Hey, what's up there, Elder Cheese? Yeah, you really don't learn about other types of clays in school. The reason schools use ceramic is because in the kind of like the long run, it's cheaper. It's expensive at beginning because you gotta buy a kiln, but once you have the kiln, it's just paying for the cost of the clay, and ceramic clay is very inexpensive. You can get 50 pounds of the stuff for, you know, like 10-15 bucks. Whereas polymer clay, you don't have to buy the kiln, but a box of polymer clay, one pound box costs the same as 50 pounds of ceramic. Oh, there you go. Elder cheese. Do it. Okay, we're gonna start I'm gonna bring her chin up just a little bit more. No, Chuck. No, I'm just trying to create a almost like anime style esque just female face. That's our starting point. Then we're gonna build from there. This is the queen. need a small brush to do some blending here. Oops. Something on this brush. It's isopropyl alcohol, yeah. 95%. And yeah, it's just for smoothing. See, when you're trying to do these really subtle blending and smoothing, trying to do it with a tool is just way too hard. So I'm using the brush as the tool, but the isopropyl alcohol is kind of softening the surface and making everything more susceptible to that subtle blending. Technically, yeah. Right. Yeah, because the tool has a give and the surface has a give. It means you can be more heavy-handed while still putting down soft touches. All right. Let's toss that in the oven. Lock it in, and then we can do the next stitch, or the next stage, which is, you know, filling in the eyes, adding ears, maybe hair. Maybe. Right back. Okay. Well, we got that in the oven. Okay, so we got the bishop finished up. We got the face to our queen locked in. And I think I'm gonna bounce out of here just a little bit early this morning, folks. Get some extra time in with the garden since it's cool out. And we'll regroup later tonight, working on the Black Dragon. So I'll be back on 5 p.m. Central Time. Oh, hey, why am I, whoa, hey, hold on a minute. Is our notifier's not working today, huh? It should be, that's weird. Asgore, thank you for the 4 months Prime sub. So sorry I missed that earlier. And then Cell Priest with the Prime sub as well. Welcome, Cell Priest. And Fadir. Am I saying that right? You get wisdom. Your 1 sub. Thank you very much for the support. I was in the face sculpting zone, so I missed that. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the notifier system. It looks like everything says it's working, but obviously it's not. Remember that your flaws are as much a part of your hero's journey as your strengths. That's right. Challenges to overcome. Nothing to overcome if we don't have any challenges. Alright, folks. On that note, let's find someone to raid. I'm gonna get out of here. It's good. I'm happy with the way the queen's face looks. I think it'll really read well once it's all together. Let's see. Let's drop you off here with somebody. I'll go drop you off with Mr. Kasem. Doing some illustration. All right. All right, thanks again, everybody. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.